Ken here. Well, welcome to kind of an unusual situation. Most of you are probably sitting at home kind of questioning on what's going to be happening, probably hearing a trickle of information from either the school or your other professors. Well, I wanted to do kind of an introduction to the way I see the semester going from the start of next week forward. Now, we're down to, I think, 7 weeks, and in a lot of situations, we kind of lost some time basically because of this week right now. Because of that, I want to make sure that everybody knows what I expect, and hopefully you'll give me feedback if things are going okay or not. My guess is that you do have a lot of information. Faculty get emails of the emails that were sent school-wide to the students. Having said that, there might be more information that you're aware of that I'm not, but I do want to update you on what's going on for your course. The course I'm talking about right now is visual identity. And there's a couple things that probably relate to you that you might be aware of, but I just want to stress that these are the things that relate directly to you. First of all, that the campus is open. All right, so as you can see, I'm recording from the Mac Lab, and there are some students that are showing up to use the Mac Lab. The library is open. It's got, I think, shortened hours, but all the other offices and things like that are open. The Mac Lab is running at normal hours at this point. Nobody has told me that they're shortening the hours or anything, so I think the official hours are 8 to either 10 or 11. When I originally requested, I think I put 11 o'clock. And as far as I know, they're not locking the doors till roughly about 11 p.m. There is no restriction on coming to campus and working. And that's an important thing, because like when this was all starting on Monday, I really wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed to be on campus. Fortunately, the school is staying open, and in a meeting yesterday, they specifically said there is no plans at all to shut down the school. So that's good. If you're interested in coming in and working, but you're worried about being infected with the coronavirus, you could come at off hours. Like 8 o'clock in the morning till 10. But the only person you probably see here is me. The other is that later on, 8 o'clock at night. Now, I'm not here at 8, so I don't know if there's other people showing up, but my guess is that there's not a lot of people. Now, because you have that opportunity to come on campus, I want to stress that you are not required to come on campus. In other words, there is no professor, there is no rule that says you have to show up. Even if it's suggested, you need to own or take control of what you think is the right move for you. Everybody's got a different feeling about how important it is to keep isolated from possibly being infected with the coronavirus. The school is working with Adobe to get licenses for all of you. On Monday, I got an email that said that Adobe wanted to work with the school. So the idea is that for the students that require it, which are all of my students, Adobe will give them approximately about a 2-month subscription or membership, or whatever they call it. So basically until June, you should be able to, if you have a computer, you should be able to install Adobe for free. Now, I haven't heard anything back, and probably later this afternoon I'll send an email requesting an update. I don't know how they're going to go about it. I don't know if they're just going to say, okay, the students that need to log into adobe.com and put in their information and they'll be granted it, or you will get an email that says this is the information that you need to log in to access your Adobe programs. They may even send me the email and I will email it back to you. Like I said, I'm not sure, but hopefully I'll have some information by tomorrow. Another thing is that I plan on being here. I sent this in the email that I sent, or the announcement that I made. I will be here as far as I know, unless something changes, and it's important to realize that we're in some situations that are very fluid. Tomorrow the school could say, you know, we're closing. I've been promised that that's not going to happen, but there's always a possibility something unforeseen could happen. My office hours are no longer in effect. And the reason for that is because I'm going to be here pretty much all day till roughly about 2 p.m. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to be in my office the whole time, but any time that you want to come by, feel free to come by if you want to. Now there's no requirement to stop by my office, but if you have questions and you know, as long as you feel fine with it, you're encouraged to. Now if, say you want to meet with me after 2 p.m., you can make an appointment with me. Just let me know that you'll stop by at 3 or 2:30 or whatever. The only reason why I say 2 is because at that point a lot of the work that I need to do for the day is done, and I'm just sitting there in front of my computer just waiting for a good time to leave. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Now that's the school. Now for you guys, how are we going to proceed with the class? Now this introduction is basically an introduction. It's just a basic overall. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around the specifics when it comes to each individual class. Now I have some classes that it's pretty simple. They pretty much just work on their own and they report to me at the end of the week. You guys are not that difficult. You're working on your own and I need to critique what you're doing. You do have lectures though, and there's a requirement that I see your work every week. Again, this is just an introduction. I haven't gotten to the specifics. Hopefully by Monday, I will have the first lecture up and I'll send an announcement, and that will have an update to how the rest of the semester is going to proceed. All right, so this is what I have at this moment. First of all, the completion of the visual identity manual for the keeping room is still due by the end of the semester. I want to make sure that everybody realizes that the course description and the outcomes still have to apply. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that you're working hard. Now I haven't decided whether or not it's going to be at a specific time, like our normal class time. You know, that's when we'll get together, that type of thing. But the work has to be done, okay? I will be conducting video lectures covering normal class content. You should still have a copy of Peru State's Visual Identity Manual to use as a guide. I think that's the best guide that you could have because that's it's in front of us. But there are digital visual identity manuals that